I've questioned a lot. I've wondered why God would let this happen, but I've been blessed to see the ways that God has used our story to make a difference in the lives of others. The question of why God would let us suffer was really something I started asking immediately after. I would ask leaders at church, teachers, anybody, a trusted adult who I thought knew. Of course, there's not a perfect answer because we are still in a flawed world, but I can see that God uses situations like that and brings so much glory to himself and so much good. My name is Claire Schutte, and I've been at HLS since kindergarten. The biggest thing about HLS that helps students grow is that it pushes students to reach their highest potential, both academically and personally. I've been challenged to develop and defend my own opinions in history and just really think about ethics and what I believe in classes like my apologetics class. I've really been challenged to think about what I believe, and especially through books, for example, by Peter Kreeft. He has really good chapters about why bad things happen and just all sorts of things that I've really appreciated. I was blessed to grow up in a Christian household. My parents instilled in me a deep belief in Christianity, and that really helped prepare me for the trials that I would go through even at a young age. When I was 9, I found out that my dad had cancer. He had been sick and it had gone undiagnosed, and unfortunately he passed away 3 days later while my mom was pregnant with twins. That was a very trying time for our family. My mom has always been a rock, no matter what she was going through, she made sure we were okay. And I just remember even while she was pregnant and carrying 2 little children, she took care of us, she made sure we were taken care of, and she is the strongest woman I have ever met. And I thank her for everything I am, for keeping me on a path that honored the Lord when it would have been very easy for her to be angry or upset, and I just owe everything I am to her. The HLS community responded with grace and love. I had teachers who were coming at the funeral, even teachers I hadn't had yet, introducing themselves, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be your teacher this year." That just stuck out to me, knowing that they knew my situation and I was loved. I would have teachers asking me, "Hey, you've been quiet lately, are you doing okay?" Connecting with us on a personal level and just making sure that we were okay, doing okay, giving us grace when needed. I had the opportunity to baptize my grandpa after seeing that our faith after such a tragedy was still unchanged, as he had gone through similar tragedies in his life and he had turned away from the Lord, and he came back to God after seeing our family go through it. So God has used our story, and it was such a tragedy, but in such amazing ways for his glory. Some of the ways I've been involved in the HLS community is I'm a member of the volleyball team, I'm a captain of the basketball team, and I have been on Patrick leadership as Minister of War. The house experience has really brought me closer to a lot of kids in different grades. The quality of the House of Patrick that I love is our love for service. We do our best to go to the soup kitchen multiple times a year. Even when we do fun events like the talent show, we raise money for the soup kitchen. And I think it's a great quality to have, to try to implement service into everything we do and just love others no matter what the score of the competition is. The volleyball team is a very unique experience where everybody loves everybody. There's none of this animosity over who's playing when. It's very much a happy team experience. You're always cheering each other on. Every point you're coming together. That was a great job, And so it's a very encouraging environment. It's great to go into practice and everybody's happy to see you. There's not this competition for who's going to start. It's very happy to be there, and everybody loves each other. We come together after every point, and no matter if we did great or we lost the point, we encourage each other and we push each other to do our best. I think my time at HLS has been propelling me towards a career where I can continue to learn and help others. I'm undecided where I'm going, but I intend to study nursing with plans to be an ER nurse and travel nurse. I may not have seen at first, but looking at a little bit of a bigger picture, I can see how God had a plan for our life, and it just instilled a lot of trust in God for me.